YouTube, what's going on? My name's Ryan. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to briefly do a quick, fast, brief tutorial on how to repaint audio in ComfyUI. By repaint, I mean take a section of some input audio and change the style, add vocals, etc., etc. Editing Ryan here. This native repainting and extending of audio is included in my node pack, a link to which you can find in the description, and therein you can find a copy of this workflow that I'm about to go over. You can also find a copy of this workflow with all attendant assets included on my CivitAI profile. Feed me rappers, feed me beats, feed me stars on GitHub. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Back to the other guy. So let's dive right in. Keep this quick as possible. There are existing node implementations out there in ComfyUI, but they're not native. They use their own custom pipeline, and they are very powerful and awesome, and I encourage you to try them out. What I've done here is added native implementations of the same thing using the native pipeline components in ComfyUI, like the conditioning, the model, the latent, etc. And this will, in the future, allow us to do things using the built-in stuff in ComfyUI. So I hope we can all figure out together how to make some cool stuff. But this is the main addition to ComfyUI that I'm introducing to you right here. So let's go over the whole workflow. This is based on ComfyUI's, ComfyOrg's workflow that they released, their text to audio workflow, and I've modified it to use this repaint functionality. We load our model. If you're missing this model, you can go to the manager, click Model Manager and search for it here and download it to your checkpoints folder. Refresh the page and it will show up here in this node. You can also strike R on your keyboard to request a update of the node definitions. We load our audio. I've got Vesuvius V2, a classic hot track that we all know, we all love. Then we pick some tags for the type of music that we want. I said deathcore here, and then optionally you can add some lyrics. I worked pretty hard on those ones. Then we've got our basic scheduler using the simple scheduler as is seen in the original workflow from the Comfy team. But what we can manipulate here is the denoise level and the steps. You can get some really interesting results with the denoise level. This is also directly from the Comfy team here. Then we're using the res multi-step sampler from the Comfy team's recommendation. And here's where you can set the seed for your workflow. For those of you familiar with image generation, there's a random seed sometimes. You can set this to random to get different results. I have it set to fixed at the moment. Now to the star of the show, the Repaint guider. Here, maybe I had the CFG a little bit high, not really too sure, but we can select the start and end time. We're putting in 15 seconds of audio here. As you can see, a duration of 15. What we're doing is selecting the middle 5 seconds. So it'll be original audio for 5, repainted audio for 5, and then original audio for the final 5 seconds. The repaint strength, you can get some really, really interesting stuff here when you mess with that. And the feather time is just sort of like a crossfade from the original to the modified to the original again. All right. We send that through the sampler custom advanced. We decode it from the latent space, and then we can listen to it. Here's a small caveat. Just by the very nature of encoding and decoding the song to and from the latent space, we lose some fidelity. If we just encoded it and decoded it, it would kind of suck a little bit. I do have a workaround for preview purposes. This will just slam the original audio back over. But this is really a task better suited for a DAW like Ableton, Cubase, Pro Tools, whatever, Fruity Loops. I've never used that. And then this, I'm going to delete before I share this workflow with you. That's it. That's the Repaint workflow. I hope that y'all have fun. Try it out. Give it a shot. I'm not sure if this matches the other implementations because I haven't really tried them. But let me know down in the comments if you have questions, comments, concerns, grievances. Just air them below. Without further ado, I'm going to conclude this video. I'm still Ryan. Bye-bye.